Should sex ed be taught in school? How many people in your graduating class had a kid by the time they finished school or either dropped out because they ended up getting pregnant while they were in school and were unable to finish? Studies show that students who were offered sex ed had a lower pregnancy rate than students who did not take the course. When I was in middle school, we took a sex ed class that taught us about sex and STDs and ways to prevent it. Not only did it talk about sex and STDs, but it also taught about drugs and alcohol. Taking this course kept me from having to have the awkward birds and the bees conversation with my parents. And for a lot of us, that can be really awkward. And it's a lot easier to talk with someone that isn't close with you and is like a different insight on things. Some people feel that sex ed should not be taught in school. After looking it up and researching it, a lot of sites showed that they felt that parents should be teaching their kids about this. And to an aspect, I do agree with this, that parents should be discussing this with their kids. But at the same time, a lot of kids are not going to listen to their parents. They're more likely to listen to somebody on the outside than their parents because they don't think their parents know anything. After researching more, I found that they were saying that it uses tax dollars that could be used on other things and that it was just awkward in general. Some of the pros of sex ed being taught are that it avoids having the awkward talk with your parents. It gives students a different view on the negative impacts of sex, drugs, and alcohol by a different person, and it teaches them about their bodies and how their life can change with one choice. Some facts on teen pregnancy and STDs after researching are that in 2017, a total of 194,377 babies were born to women aged 15 to 19. In 2018, there were 1,087,277 reported cases of chlamydial infection among people aged 15 to 24. Now, coming from working in a doctor's office and seeing how many patients come in requesting to be checked for chlamydia, gonorrhea, any kind of STD, that is a lot. And that's just the ones that are being reported that are actually coming and getting tested. And that's not saying that their partners are coming and getting tested. It also shows that the birth rate fell 10% for women aged 15 to 17 years and 6% for women aged 18 to 19. Some of the importance of preventing teen pregnancy is that when a teen gets pregnant, they're often still in their parents' household. They don't have jobs. They don't have the money to raise a kid. So therefore, the child's being placed on their parents, and their parents are having to help them. Their parents have to foot the bills. They're having to help with daycare, to watch the kid. So it's just a big economic cost and long-term impacts on the teen parents and their children. Not only that, but it takes away a teen's life because they're having to mature faster than what they should because of one choice that they made. Pregnancy and birth are significant contributors to high school dropout rates among girls. Only about 50% of teen mothers receive a high school diploma by 22 years of age, whereas approximately 90% of women who do not give birth during adolescence graduate from high school. Me being 24, I'm very thankful for having this class and just learning everything and having the conversations I had with my parents so that I was able to finish school, graduate, go to college, and still not have kids because I don't want to rush into that life right now. It says that on a between 1991 and 2015, the teen birth rate dropped 64%, which resulted in 4.4 billion in public savings in 2015 alone. But not only the sex ed class is not only teaching about sex, it talks about drugs and the importance of not doing them. It teaches them about alcohol. It teaches them all about their body and how their body functions, which is something that everybody needs to know. So how many of y'all have had that conversation with your parents? Or you either had the class and you say you didn't have to have the conversation with your parents. I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to take a sex ed class, and I hope that they would continue to have that class throughout the years to come, because I feel that it is very important for kids nowadays to have that class, just to learn and know. I feel like it'll prevent a lot of things. So what are your aspects on it?